Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is August 7, 2019, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the major economic events today, nothing major related to our major currencies coming out today. There was a number coming out for the New Zealand dollar, a rate statement as well. So just to be aware of that. But as we look at the markets, looking at the Forex markets, South African rand is trading on resistance. The other major pairs really just unchanged from yesterday. This is really how organic the market is to the South African rand and to the US dollar. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. Looking at the Dow Jones rallies back over 26,000. We retraced in after hours trading. We're trading about 25,800-ish right now. But the question is this sustainable? Okay, and we're going to take a look at a couple of options there. Looking at the commodities, gold is on track to $1,500 an ounce, while oil pretty much has a dead cat bounce. Now, you've heard me say this several times. I'm going to show it again to show you exactly what a dead cat bounce is. Now, looking at the stocks, they're following the general market. Okay, there's not one sector that's stronger than the market. That's not a sector that's weaker than the market. And generally, when this type of situation is, it's really just sentimental trading. Okay. It says most to sentiments, more to emotion than rational trading. And we're going to take a look at that as well. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, it's pretty much fizzles its rally yesterday. So nothing really unchanged there. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we're taking a look here at the USD-ZAR, and as you can see, we're at that resistance level. We've been selling a little bit right over here. Now, if you're able to catch this on the short side, okay, this may really be a decent trade, because if you think about it, okay, the dollar gets stronger when the Dow Jones gets weaker, right? So this is really an organic situation where that shows that. Okay, some of the other major currencies like the GBP, the Euro, there are much more other factors that are affected between their trade relations that the dollar's not getting so much stronger versus their currency. So with that said, we see something very natural here in the USD-ZAR. So if the market does correct itself, we may see this actually sell off and back in the 1420-ish level. Okay, anywhere between 1415 and 1420 is my target price here. Okay, so especially if we don't break above this 15 flat, we may see it retrace further down. Okay, so that's my call this morning for the USD-ZAR. Now, looking at the other currencies, the other one that really in play, USD Canadian dollar. Okay, really on resistance here as well, and really getting weaker because oil is getting weaker. Okay, I'm going to take a look at that as well. So, looking at a 4-hour chart, right there, right shy of that major resistance at 133. So if we fail to break above it, we may see a correction. Okay, possibly not, because this is really showing a strong upwards momentum. And so if it does break above it, my next target price is 133.75 on the higher end. Okay, so keep that in mind as that continues to trade. Now, looking at commodities, this is gold on a monthly basis, okay, and you can see we broke above this 1429-ish level. Okay, the big red bar is a mistake. So to speak, what we have right now is a area of breaking new records. Okay, the next real resistance level is 1554. 1500 flat is really the next so-called resistance, quote-unquote, level, but 1554, technically speaking, is our next resistance level. Now, we haven't been in these areas since 2011, which is 7 years ago. Okay, if the markets back then were very weak, okay, we saw that happening. It was just during a summertime. Okay, that finally broke in 2012. But with that said, if this continues to rally up, that might be an indication that the Dow Jones is due for a major correction. Okay, so we'll have to wait for that confirmation, though, before you can anticipate those type of moves. You can't just prophesize, okay, I think that the Dow Jones is going to, correct itself now, okay, especially since we've had such a bullish years behind us. Okay, now looking at oil, and this is what I was talking about. This was the dead cat bounce. Okay, we bounced off of this 54 level above our resistance or support level and so on, and didn't sustain it, and then broke lower. Okay, so ultimately this is weak, okay, and it may continue to being weak, okay, because you see that it's not sustaining itself. The next real support level, we have to look at a daily chart. Let's take a look at that. Is really $52 a barrel, anywhere between the 52.70 to the 52.26ish level. That's the next real support level. So just be aware of that. And this is happening at the height of the travel season, that the price of oil is actually going down, which is very uncharacteristic, okay, especially as we are entering hurricane season. So keep that in mind. Now, looking at that Dow Jones, okay, this is the massive move we had from Monday, a massive sell-off, okay, over 500, 600 points, okay, and then the rally yesterday and the rally into today at trading at 25,889 right now. So the question is this going to sustain itself, or is it going to, kind of test its lows again? Okay, which we had before. Okay, if we look back in September, December-ish time, December-January time, after we made that major sell-off, okay, we did counter it a couple of times in this area, okay, I'm talking about right here, okay, excuse me, I wasn't pointing to the right place. This is what I'm talking about. This was the massive sell-off, okay, this massive bar right here, the red bar, was on Christmas Eve, okay, if you guys remember that, and then subsequently we just rallied right back and continued, okay, and you can see we had a massive, okay, a bounce, a retracement, and then a bounce, okay, so this was a bull flag right here. That's what I'm talking about. So the question is that will we get that right here? Okay, for that to actually happen, we have to, sell off a little bit and then take it up on the upside. The question is what's going to be the impetus for us to do that? Okay, what's going to give us that indication that it's going to do that? Well, to answer that question, it's really the stocks. Okay, the stocks are going to have to tell us which direction they want to go, because ultimately, when this happened, okay, back in December, January time, it was Microsoft that took us higher, okay, and brought the rest of the market with it. So I really want to see what Microsoft is doing. And if we look at it, this is on a monthly chart just to give you a perspective of the sell-off that we had. So it's not really a major sell-off, okay? It's a retracement of about 6 points, okay, which is, it's due for it, okay, especially since we've been, breaking higher and higher. Now, looking at a daily chart, the question is that how much further is this going to go up, okay, to what extent? Well, we're not sure, okay, so, but I do want to keep an eye on this to give me some sort of indication which way the general market's going to go, because it's been following Microsoft, okay, whereas some of the bank stocks, okay, the kind of fizzled out from the main focus, okay, if we look at Amazon, pretty weak, okay, now breaking higher. If you look at Google as well, at resistance, not breaking higher, retracing from there. If you look at Facebook, relatively weak compared to its all-time highs. Apple, same story. If we look at a longer chart, it'll probably look like a double top. Okay, so the FANG stocks are not giving us indication. The FANG stocks are trading together with the market in general, and they are selling off together with it. I mean, ultimately, it's a little bit questionable how much further the market could go up, okay, how much better the business could be. I mean, we've gone up over 10,000 points since, Trump has come into the presidency. That's in a matter of 3 years, which is crazy, okay? So for it to retrace 2,000 points, like I said back in January, is quite normal, okay, to say the least. This is nothing normal about this, okay? The market's almost doubled, okay, in worth from the time that Trump has gotten into becoming the presidency. Okay, I'm not saying everything is attributed to him, but many of the things, many of the regulatory policies that he's implemented have affected the market. Okay, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, we see that we're right in smack in the middle of this range between 1,300 and 9,500. The question is which way this is going to go, and I think we're going to just trade sideways right now. Okay, I think we're in a very sweet spot. I wouldn't jump into this in either direction. I would wait for some sort of confirmation if we get closer to the top range or the bottom range. Just for raise that one, wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.